Hi everyone, Bird here with I'm going to say the latest one then, with the Citizen vlog present, the restart. So we're going to have a restart, like City have had a restart. Obviously we'll talk about that later on. Yeah, so we're doing a City present today. So we'll be looking at the City versus Arsenal game at the Etihad, an empty Etihad, properly empty this time, on Wednesday the 17th of June. Obviously we'll have a quick look at Twitter Watch, any talking points on there. And I say, I'll just have a quick word on this this thing that they put up, City Restart, which I was looking forward to. I mean, I've only, as I'm recording this, we've only had one episode. It's supposed to be 3 episodes, isn't there, anyway? So, City versus Arsenal. It's been a while, hasn't it? Please, if you're new to the Citizen vlogs, press that subscribe button. Tell your friends, please push that bell notification. Make sure your notifications are set to public. Yeah, I mean, the last game at the Etihad obviously had a crowd, didn't it? And that was that one, obviously, with my, if you watch my programme vlogs and my top 20, that was, didn't fare very well, that programme cover. But yeah, 9th of February. I mean, I have actually seen City. I don't get too many away games at the moment, but obviously, hopefully, I'll be able to remedy that. Now I'm obviously got a little bit more income coming in, but I got to Wembley, obviously, so that was the last time I watched City in a nice Wembley win, wasn't it? 1st of March. So that's the last time I actually watched City live, but it just feels a while, doesn't it? And as I say, I think if you watch any of my vlogs, you know I'm not overly impressed with this restart. I think until the fans can go back in, I think it's a load of rubbish. I mean, my season finished, you know, back with the last game we played. I can't remember who it was now. United, wasn't it? Unfortunately, but we had to suffer the thought of that as well for all these weeks. Yeah, I mean, my season ended. I mean, this is just like a mini season for me, but for one reason or the other, obviously money, whatever, we have to finish this, don't we? And obviously we have to have the wonderful Liverpool just clinching their title, and so let's hope we can delay it a little bit longer with a good result against Arsenal. Anyway, yeah, at Arsenal, I mean, obviously we played them back in December, didn't we? 2019, a great I mean, what I liked about the programme with that one was that image of Brian Kidney's family, which is fantastic. That's what I really liked about the Arsenal programme. I think that fared fairly well in the programme. It's my top 20 away programmes. I'm not sure now. I can't remember. It's that long ago I did that. But my end of season programme review. So we won't be producing any programmes for these games, will we? I don't think. So yeah, that was back in December the 15th, 20. An easy win, wasn't it? We were 3-0 up by half time and we just sort of strolled around the second half. So that was a quite nice, easy win against Arsenal. Last year at the Etihad, it was on February 19, we played Arsenal, a 3-1 win with an Aguero hat-trick, a nice goal after 46 seconds, if you can remember that far back. At home against Arsenal, we played 91 in total in the league, won 35, drawn 22 and lost 34, so we're slightly ahead, and we scored 134 goals and let in 131. I'd usually talk about current form, but it's hard, isn't it? I mean, I know City are going to be picking from a full squad, including certain want-away players like Mr. Sane, who still won't convince me that he doesn't want to stay here, does he? Let's be honest about it. He would have signed well before now. So I think City have got a fully fit squad. I'm sure Arsenal now, with this little break, must have a nearly fully fit squad or whatever. I've seen a lot of confident Arsenal fans on the internet saying, we're not ready for him and all this sort of thing, but it's like a new season again, isn't it? It's like all the high hopes, etc. Obviously in the league, so obviously we're 25 points to Liverpool. Let's close that to 22 so that they can't clinch it with a win against Everton. That'd be nice. Arsenal in 9th, played 28, 40 points. So they're actually 17 points behind us. But they're 8 points behind Chelsea in 4th, which is obviously more important for them. So they've got a bit of a gap to close. Since Arteta's took over, I mean, I think they do like a bit of a draw, Arsenal, don't they? They do actually have, in total for the season, 13 draws, and they've drawn the last 5 away games. So the last 5 away games in the Premier League, these are Premier League games. How much notice we can take of this? Because I said it's a new season. Obviously they drew the last 5 and they're unbeaten in the last 7. So Arteta's making his team a little bit hard to beat. And obviously it'd be interesting to see Arteta versus Pep, won't it? And obviously we had Arteta in charge the last time we played Arsenal, so it'd be an interesting contest. Pep's got a new guy, hasn't he, Mr. Lilo. I saw a picture of a Lilo and someone saying welcome to this Wanma Lilo, is it? I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. So obviously, but interesting to see how Arteta and Pep cope. perhaps Pep will have sat down with Lilo over this period, and it'd be interesting, won't it? I do my Pep watch, don't I? I mean, obviously, I usually do that after a game. Obviously, it'd be interesting to see Pep's body language. Obviously, he sadly lost his mother, didn't he, with the COVID thing. It'd be interesting to see if he's had time to refresh himself, and has he got any new tricks up his sleeve with Mr. Lilo helping him now. And obviously, come very soon, it'll be into his last year of his contract, won't he? So, as I said, if you do watch my vlogs, I'm little bit. I need to. I mean, I really want to know. I think most City fans want to know: is he just seeing out his contract now, or does he feel energised to, say, extend it for a year or two? Because at the end of the day, we need to sign players. We need to, we want to put a bit more emphasis on some of our younger players. I think Pep's let us down on that. I think some of the younger players want to be given a better chance. Certainly these last, 10 games we've got? I can't remember how many games we've got to play yet. We played 28, yeah, so we've got 10 games left. Certainly this last 10 games, I would certainly hope Mr. Foden plays the majority of those 10 games. And obviously it'd be nice to see a couple of the other younger guys as well. But obviously that's not usually Pep's way, is it? But that's what we'd like to see off Pep. And perhaps he's got some new tricks up his sleeve, who knows? And obviously Arteta won't be able to cope. I'd like to see a nice 3-1 win. I'm not going to say we're going to keep a clean sheet. And as I said, I'm not overly enthused about it generally. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'd rather be there. I have no idea how I'm going to watch the game. I believe Now TV, you can watch a couple on there, so I'm going to look into that later on. Obviously through the City, you can get a City have done a thing. I didn't get it, but obviously some people have got it. My lad sent me a link, so obviously if you're a season card holder, you can get something to do with Now TV to allow you to watch 2 of the games anyway. So as I say, I don't subscribe to any of these channels. I go to all the home games, so I'm not paying whatever ridiculous amount of money BT and Sky need for the away games I might not be able to get to. So I'm going to have to find some sort of stream, or obviously say I'll have a look at that Now TV option at mcfc.co.uk today, see what that works out at, see if we can sort that out for Wednesday night. Anyway, an 8:15 kickoff. I got a job now where I'm up at 2 a.m, so every single game of the first 5 games are 8:15 kickoffs, and every single game I'm in work the next day, so that's great, isn't it? So I'm absolutely going to be absolutely knackered as well. So. But at least I don't have to travel home from the stadium, do I suppose? I should stop whinging, shouldn't I? But why? We've got no day games, But it'd be nice to have day games, But absolutely no chance. Yeah, 3-1 win would be lovely, won't it? Against Arsenal, just to shut them up. Let's finish it off. And I'm sort of looking forward to football being back, but not under these circumstances. I'm not very happy at all. And on Twitter, we'll go on about a couple of views of other people as well, which I have to agree with. As I say, I don't think the football should have started again. I think they should have been done points per game basis. Obviously, if it's too much trouble, was it? Too much money involved to do that. So there you go. I'll be back on Thursday anyway with the. Let me know what you think, the prediction below on the comments, what you think we'll do to Arsenal. I said I'll go to 3-1. I'll go for a steady 3-1, which is a bit of a safe bet, isn't it? A 3-1. And obviously I'll be back on Thursday the 18th for the review of that game. And obviously I'll be looking forward to the next. And it's another home game, isn't it? Another empty Etihad game against Burnley on Monday the 22nd of June. So that's an 8 p.m. kickoff. So I'll get an extra 15 minutes kip, although I'll probably just stay up all night and just doze in the chair, to be honest with you. Before I have a look at quick City restart, I'll just have a quick look on Twitterverse, what's been happening, any talking points. And yeah, I did notice obviously the last few days that the Everton-Liverpool has got the go-ahead. I was a bit miffed that, why is City playing Liverpool at a neutral ground? Why is City playing Newcastle at a neutral ground? But obviously, as far as I know, at this point in time, they are. I've not seen any difference to that. I think it's absolutely wrong, and the police and council should sort it out that we play our own games at the Etihad, whether it's empty or not. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and I think Noel O'Brien at Nolly 1982 raised that subject recently. The 1894 group at 1894 group _MCFC. They were asked by the club to put banners. They wanted to put banners on seats, etc. But no, because the 1894 group said no, because it'd be like condoning the thing. So obviously they do wonder whether the club will go ahead and do it anyway. Lee Palmer at Leek P. Obviously, it was about the mosaic shirt, and he sort of said it was growing on him, and then they showed the picture of these blue shorts, these navy blue shorts with it, and obviously it put him off again, so he doesn't like that, and I quite agree. Obviously, we had the sky blue and navy blue in one of the kits, didn't we, over the last few years. Can't remember which one that was now, but yeah, the blue shorts just don't think. What's up with white shorts? That's our colours, you know, sky blue and white, please. Gaz Warrington at Gaz Warrington. And now we've got 5 subs apparently as well. I know we're having drink breaks, which is fair enough. You know, it could be hotter. It's a hot day today, but you never know. In Manchester, it could be freezing like winter last week some days. But we're back to 5 subs. So again, it is a bit, again, on the basis of this isn't the same season. It's not, is it? I mean, it's different rules. I mean, you know, I would have been happy if they'd scrapped VAR while this break was going on and said, oh, we'll call it a day. But no, I still have to suffer that, obviously. So how can it be a normal season when all of a sudden now we've got 5 subs as well? So everything's being played under different circumstances. So it's an absolute joke. We're making it up as we go along, Gaz Warrington said. I have to agree with him. There's a lot of fallout over the 1894 group's banner. Obviously, a lot of animosity as well. A poll from that at Race City Fan TV one did. We had about 140 people respond to the poll. 77% of which said it was embarrassing, and 23% said great. So there was no obviously option for, I couldn't give a toss either way, obviously. But I must admit, I mean, I think they collected about 6 or 7 grand. I think they could have probably spent the money better, or perhaps give it to charity or something. I mean, it was okay, but I wasn't overly impressed myself. At City Chief commented, and obviously these are just the people I've classed as commented, but I've seen this elsewhere. Obviously the Champions League is going to be a knockout style thing over 2 weeks, which would be interesting. So, but obviously there's a, you know, where we're playing Real Madrid, do we at least get home advantage if we don't have a crowd advantage? We've got that second leg to finish yet. I mean, I don't want that played at neutral ground. I want it at an empty Etihad, you know, worst case scenario. And then, yeah, Champions League over a knockout basis. Yeah, why not? Let's go back to that. Why don't I have that next year as well? Let's go back to knockouts rather than leagues. But there's none of that in that, is there? So, no, but I don't want that Real Madrid being played at a neutral stadium. But yeah, I can see that a knockout over 2 weeks. I can live with that, to be honest with you. Again, it'll be empty stadium, so it doesn't matter, does it? At Just One Mank, that's Ivor Anthony at Just One Mank. He obviously did a little thing on there. He did a little song. He burst into song, Ivor. He likes to have a bit of fun. He started to sing in Lie Low, Silver Lining. I'm sure we won't be singing that to our new assistant coach. A little bit about Juanma. He's obviously the youngest. He was the youngest coach in La Liga history. He's been a manager for 34 years, and he's obviously one of Pep's biggest idols and influences. So there you go, along with Cruyff and Bielsa. At Man City MEN, obviously the CAS appeal went through, didn't it? And both sides have seemed quite happy, which I don't want. I don't really want to hear that. I want to say that UEFA were absolutely disappointed with how it went. So how that's going to turn out, I don't know. But obviously more of that early July, won't it? John and Joe at Main Mank and a Yank pod have now merged with at Main Road Ramble. So if you like their podcasts, obviously Main Road Ramble, John and Joe at Mank and a Yank pod have now merged with them. So at Main Road Ramble. So please have a look at that. That's always well worth a listen. Although Mank and a Yank is a bit what's the word? Bit intermittent most recently, before the shutdown anyway, so hopefully we get a bit more regular because some great stuff on there. And obviously, as I was saying about the comments about the season, I mean, Sean Riley at MCFC since 1894, he wrote, "For a lot of fans, myself included, this rush to start without us has made me evaluate everything. Dedicated most of my life to attending football, and for what? We weren't consulted, our views are not considered. We are, I'm sad to say, surplus to requirements." So yeah, I think Sean is echoing a lot of sentiment, and I have to echo parts of that myself. As I said, my lad's very, very what's it about City. He doesn't like the VAR, and but he's really looking forward to watching the game Wednesday, and far more than I am, unfortunately. And Sean there, but there's a lot of people echoing Sean's thoughts, I think, about this restart and the rush to get it back. So we can't disagree with Sean there. And the last thing on Twitter I'm going to look at was at MCFC Blakely at Blakely OSC. Obviously, it was a comment about this Norwich player, wasn't it? A couple of days ago, Norwich had a friendly with Tottenham, and the Norwich player has tested positive for COVID. But all of a sudden the rules have changed. I mean, I work in a supermarket and with this 2 metre distancing, etc. But apparently now the rules are, on government advice, that it's fine as long as you don't spend more than 15 minutes within 2 minutes of someone, you're all right. So, I mean, and obviously MCFC at Blakely OSC just said, are we bending the rules so we don't have to postpone further? Are they just changing the rules as and when? I mean, I've been saying to people as I've been working today, I mean, they just change it. I mean, obviously now the mask things, I was told a couple of months ago not to wear a mask because it was pointless, and now you're told to wear a mask. What's this? So why all the problem? Perhaps this 50. If you spend more than 15 minutes in direct contact with someone, that's when you can get it. But you're all right if you spend up to 14 minutes, 59 seconds, obviously. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And they say, uses that as an excuse as to why, obviously, they're not going to isolate Tottenham and Norwich players. So it's just, I don't know. I think there must be, it's either one rule for football and one rule for everyone else. Who knows? You probably know as well as me. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, and the last thing we're going to look at, Citizen Restart, episode 1, this thing. It was pretty boring, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I do with film reviews and TV drama reviews. I mean, if I had to score it, I wouldn't give it a watchable rating. I would give it, probably 4 or 5 out of 10. I mean, it's just a lot of people. I thought it was quite funny. There's one guy who's actually having to work all of a sudden. He's actually complaining because he had to get up and do some work. I mean, so he obviously gets paid for doing bugger all normally, obviously. But that sort of made me chuckle as I was watching it. But there's a couple of the player things, but it was all obviously about the behind the scenes. It was interesting in a way, but I mean, I did quip on Twitter that it was good for insomnia. If you want to have a sleep, start to watch it, and it'll put you to sleep. But hopefully, episode 2 and 3 will be a bit livelier. But it was interesting in a way, but it wasn't. I don't know. Then again, I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, it's worth a watch. But I mean, yeah, it's not. About as exciting as hopefully it'll be more exciting on Wednesday night watching the City Arsenal game. Let's hope so anyway. So of course, as I said, to finish off, I'll be back on Thursday with the review of the game. Obviously my usual Stuart Brennan watches player ratings, my player ratings, obviously a preview of the Burnley game, the good, the bad and the ugly of the game as well, and obviously I'll be back with anything that happens between now as I'm recording this and anything that happens on Twitterverse. Anyway, please, wherever you're going to watch the game, please enjoy it. I'm gonna try and Skype my lad at the same time that I watch the game, so that'll be interesting because I usually have about 3 things on the go because my stream's usually cut out on one. I can watch it on another, and he's usually a bit ahead of me. And when we're doing it on WhatsApp and he's WhatsApping me, he says, "Oh, that was what a goal!" And I'm behind on my stream, so it's all hell will break loose on Wednesday evening. And I'll be so frustrated that I'm gonna have to, I probably won't sleep a wink, and I'll be useless in work on Thursday morning. So anyway, Thursday morning I'll be doing another vlog of this, so see how fit I am then. see how wide awake. I'll probably be wide awake by then when I come and do you. Please check back with my Citizen present vlog on Thursday for the result of the Arsenal game and a look back, and hopefully a cheerful Bernard, although as I said it's far from ordinary circumstances, is it? So please, anyway, thanks for watching today. Whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day, please look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. Let's all look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again on Thursday for a Citizen Pass vlog. There's loads of them out there, some great stuff. Please check in the playlist below. Check all my Citizen, some great stuff since we've had this little mini break. Some great quizzes, some great moments to remember, moments in time for City. Please check all my Citizen vlogs and follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie and at Charles Deneen, Deneen spelled D-I-N-N-E-N, and please on Facebook I'm at Burn Deneen with links to my little site moviegamenostalgia.com for old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s, and board games on there as well, so you can spend a couple of minutes on there. Thank you very much. Right, we've been 20 minutes. Hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon. This is Burner saying thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.